how's it going? It's your boy Rich again, and back with another insight. We've now moved on to Group B, so if you haven't already done so, please check out Group A, which we covered last week. This week we'll be covering Group B, and the teams in Group B are as follows: Germany, Denmark, who I'll be covering today, Spain, and Finland. So now let's talk about how Denmark qualified. So they qualified as Group B winners, and Denmark, their group consisted of Italy, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Malta, Israel, and Georgia. And I tell you what, they qualified in emphatic style. Played 10, won 9, drew 1, lost none, goals scored 48, goals conceded 1. They were runners up in the last Euros, runners up to Holland, and that's their best in tournament football at this current moment in time. Now, key player for them is Pernille Harder. For those who don't know, she also plays for Chelsea. She's the only two-time UEFA Women's Player of the Year, and that was in 2018 and 2020. You know, scored a hat-trick on her senior debut, age 16, in 2009. She's not looked back, and she keeps churning up these amazing performances. You know, an all-round attacker, and has become Denmark's top scorer. Became Denmark's top scorer last September when she reached 66 goals. Another player to look out for is Christensen. Successful in obviously youth level for the Danes, you know, and she was handed her senior debut in December 2020 during the Euro qualifier with Italy, you know, and where she excelled, and that ended up in a 0-0 draw, the only draw obviously in their qualifying campaign, you know. And since then, she's established herself as the country's number 1. And also, she's now been also snapped up by Rosenborg at the end of 2021. So definitely look out for her, the Danish goalkeeper. Now, the coach is Lars Sundergaard. Has a range of coaching experience in men's club football, you know, in both Denmark and in Austria, and was appointed at the end of the 27 campaign, obviously, and that was right after the defeat to the Netherlands in the previous Euro final. And the coach at the time was Niels Nelson, so that's who he replaced. So obviously the nemesis is the Netherlands, and the Netherlands picked them to the 2019 FIFA Women's World Cup as well. You know, but Denmark stormed through qualifying through these finals, as I've mentioned earlier. And they've also begun the 2023 World Cup preliminaries in the same style. Now, regarding the tactics that they deploy, you know, they have various systems, most commonly playing 3 at the back. So you'll tend to see 3-4-3 or 3-5-2. You know, Signe Brun usually spearheading his attack, you know, with support from Harder, you know. But in big games, it's known that Sundergaard has been happy to switch to a 4-3-3, you know, and I feel like that's to match obviously their opponents, you know. And when you look at obviously Denmark as the nation, you know, very early adopters of the women's game. They won the unofficial European and world titles in the 1970s and made the first Euros semis in 1984. You know, made their inaugural World Cup last 8 in 1991 and also competed at the initial Olympic tournament in 1996. They hadn't appeared in the World Cup since 2007, you know, but they've constantly featured in the Euros. So that's obviously a target for them to get into the 2023 World Cup. And as I mentioned earlier, they have started that in rich vein. So yeah, that is Denmark. So guys, continue obviously liking this content, share it, comment below please if there's any other information that I've missed out or you'd like to know, and I'll definitely look that up for you. Check out the Group A content from last week and look forward to us covering the rest of Group B this week.